Welcome to a Vanguard news video without the bullshit. Let's get started. With Bushiroad finished revealing all of the reprints in DSS 12 that will get people to invest on the set, it's time for them to show off Dragon Empire's version of Tauken Ranbu's forge mechanic. Apprentice Blacksmith Zedolance is your typical D-series starter that's just Agumon from Digimon wearing a helmet and apron. Hopeful Blacksmith Zedolance when riding over the grade 0 Zedolance lets you add up to 1 Ironforge card from the top 5 cards of your deck. Spoiler alert, there's currently 4 Ironforge cards, meaning that you have a potential of 16 targets for this card to not whiff, and that's assuming you run all of them at maximum copies. Burning Ironforge Workshop is a set order card that can only be played if you have a Zedolance Vanguard. While in the order zone, you can rest this card to give one of your units 5k power. That unit gets the intercept ability and 5k shields during your opponent's next turn. If you chose an Ironforge unit with this effect, it's a good thing that Gandiva season has come and gone. Otherwise this set order would have totally been useless. Ironforge Dragon Zedolance when riding over the grade 1 Zedolance lets you add up to 1 Blacksmith card from your deck. You mean to tell me that even Dragon Empire can easily search their set order for free? Meanwhile I'm here using Retrospective Dragon Inketa Sanctuary requiring to draw into it and needing to pay 1 Soul Blast and a discard? Even nation-based supports is ripping me off these days. Ironforge Dragon King Zedolance when riding over a Zedolance card lets you pay 1 Soul Blast to add up to 1 set order from either your deck or drop zone. And once per turn while on Vanguard, you can pay 1 counter blast when it attacks to get an extra drive check. Then you can stand itself at the end of the battle and get 10k power, but loses 3 drive checks if you use 3 or more Blacksmith cards effect on your units this turn. I already expect this deck to get a set order promo card in the future, seeing as this deck can brick in the very rare instance you somehow damaged 2 of your set orders and couldn't heal any of them the entire game. In any case, this is a decent turn for a standard unit with triple drive. Ironforge Knight Hadid while on rear guard lets you soul charge 1 card when he boosts a unit that was chosen by your Blacksmith card's effect in your order zone. And while on rear guard at the end of the battle he boosted, you can retire himself if you have a grade 3 or higher Zedolance Vanguard and you didn't countercharge this turn yet to countercharge 1 damage. Guess Bushiroad learned their lesson from Nirvana and just gave Zedolance a countercharger right from the get-go. Ironforge Soldier Dragon Lightning Surge Dragon while on rear guard cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects until the end of your opponent's next turn, when it was chosen by your Blacksmith card's effect in your order zone. And while on rear guard, you can pay 1 counter blast when it attacks, and it was chosen by your Blacksmith card's effect in your order zone this turn to draw a card. Funny that despite Gandiva already falling off, Bushiroad is still making cards with some form of protection these days in case they accidentally make the same mistake. Ironforge General Dragon Fierce Gala Dragon while on rear guard gets 5k power when it attacks a Vanguard, and if it was chosen by your Blacksmith card's effect in your order zone, then you can pay 2 Soul Blast to retire 1 of your opponent's rear guards. I honestly would have preferred Lightning Surge Dragon to be the triple rare over this card. Using 2 soul for 1 retire seems expensive in this day and age. Finally, the upcoming start decks for Vanguard Divines will come with promo packs that will contain 1 of 3 effect triggers and 1 D-Series Sentinel or 1 Elementaria Sanctitude. So players who are really just starting out and don't have any existing card pool, RNGesus can screw them over if they don't get the right Sentinel they need. New Stoicheia players will have it the hardest as they don't even have a Stride deck set to even get a play set of D-Series Sentinels. At least there's going to be a surplus of effect triggers when DSS 12 comes out before these start decks. And that concludes this Vanguard news video. Special thanks to my Patreon members for helping me get by during these trying times. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments how the lack of buddy fight reference in this video makes you feel empty like my bank account.